welcome back to Let's Talk About It 803. Look, guys, we are celebrating 4 years of Let's Talk About It 803, and also it's Autism Awareness Month. It's listen, we have 30 voices in 30 days. And welcome, my boy. I got Johnny Rocket in the building.
I'm finally here, y'all. I supposed to came here about 5 years ago, but I'm here. I'm here.
Listen, I think everybody was trying to get here, but it's all in God's timing, right?
Oh yeah.
Everything happens when it needs to happen.
Well,
Johnny, what's up?
hey, we here.
We here.
We live. Another day. Glory to God. Let's talk about it. 30 voices. Then we need to get loud.
What you been 30 days?
30 days, 30 voices.
Man.
And we're gonna develop that into 90 voices. Every voice that come on here gonna times by 30.
Listen, don't scare me now. This we heard that. I'm still struggling. Listen, Johnny, tell the world who is Johnny Rocket, where the name came from, all that good stuff. I'm gonna leave it to you because this is your time.
Johnny Rocket. People ask questions, why do you wear a mask? That's part of the Johnny Rocket persona, character, identity. So one day I had a show and I had left my show, got home, because I was going under Trap Baby ATL at that time. And I was like, let me find a new name because I don't want to be under Trap. It's too many babies out there. We got a little baby, we got a soft baby, the baby. I'm a grown man, I'm not a baby.
Right.
No disrespect to them.
Right.
So I got on my phone, I text Boosie manager, I said, what name should I go by? And I text them Johnny Rocket, some other name. Like at the time in the industry, I used to go by, Lord forgive me, but I used to go by Demon Baby, everything.
Oh.
So I was like, let me find a name that will market and sell. So I was like, let me go with Johnny Rocket. And then I make the shirt Johnny Rocket.
Love it.
So it'd be more for the kids as well. So he said, yeah, that's a banger. I said, okay, we're gonna go with that.
Right.
So I said, let me change the 3 and add a 1 at the end. So when I added a 3 where the E is, I was like, okay, now the 1 and the 3 equals 4. When I lost my sight a little, so now I got 4 senses, and they say it's 5. So I said I can use that for another way. When I died and came back 1 time, then I died 3 times spiritually. So I'm like, all of that all come in at once. So I just turned into Johnny Rocket. And I branded myself in marketing.
And then you just turned over the gospel.
Yeah.
How was it in the world of, what they call, they said the secular world.
The secular world.
That's what they that's what they say.
I will live my best life. Nah, but not for real. So the life that I wanted it so much that God gave it to me to show me that I didn't need it. On that, I don't really like talk about it much, but I seen some things I never wanted to see, like demonic stuff.
Oh yeah.
It was one show, my last show, that God gave me revelation. I think it was the one with Cassidy, but he tried to warn me the show before that. So when I got off stage, I was like, dang, this guy walked up to me and my wife. Well, he spoke to we were boyfriend and girlfriend at the time. And he spoke to my girl and was like, I'm gonna sign him for $1 million. It was a big manager, on label. Right. So I was like, when I got off stage, he said, I'm finna get you rich. I was like, okay. He FaceTimed me on Instagram. He said, hit him up when I got off. So, left the show. We FaceTime on Instagram. He was showing me different stuff, and he had like jets and all the stuff I wanted. I was finna live life. I was finna live life. So I was like, I'm finna take care of my family. And all the time I'm thinking about that, the thing I'm not thinking about is I'm on their contract. I'm gonna have to move how they want me to move. I can't move how I want to move. So next thing you know, nothing against the LBQ. I don't know what you call that community, but he started sending random photos of himself and other people. He used to be a porn star. I don't want to get
Right.
her show uncensored. So I was like, nah, this ain't it. So I cut him off for a while. I was like, nah, I want this money though. So I'm gonna go get this money.
Right.
I wanted the money. I wanted my family to be in a stable position. Cause at the point, my mind is everywhere. Like I still don't know what I fully want to do with my life.
Right.
So I want the fame right now. But people getting fame, they don't really mean nothing because you had to keep going. Then sooner or later, all that just gonna flood out,
Right.
and
Right.
it's not gonna be equal up to nothing because it always somebody else new coming, and
That's
the
true.
train keep going,
Mm-hmm.
but it keep rotating. New
That's
people
it.
keep coming in,
That's
so
true. That's true. That's true.
I'm basically recycling myself. Think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that ain't good for the youth.
Right.
It's hard for the youth, building them up because it's so tragedy out here with the youth doing things and hurting each other and turning on their families and in the system. We don't want our youth to be in those systems.
Do not. We don't.
Nah, not
It's
at
a
all.
it's a crazy world out here.
It
It
is.
really is a crazy world.
It's
So
crazy.
listen, you suffer with PTSD.
Real bad. Yeah.
Talk about that, because it's a real thing out here.
Yeah. So when shot and when people like be like close behind me,
Mm-hmm.
like being visually impaired, dealing with
Right.
PTSD,
Right.
you don't know what's coming at you or who is that behind you.
Right.
Or and
You
I'm
don't
based
know.
off the energy and the spiritual thing.
Right.
Like I pick up on things, I sense stuff. So sometimes like when writing music or trying to interact with family
Mm-hmm.
and like you wouldn't think nothing wrong with me, but I be dealing with like all that ties in with the schizophrenia. Like I started hearing like different voices, I'm living like 16 lives to 20 lives at one time. And I
Jesus.
have like 16, it's like 16 to 15 to 20 personalities at one time. So I'm trying to be all these people at one time, knowing I can't do that. So the only way I can like cope with all that,
Right.
I gotta force myself to do stuff. Like I never ever thought about writing book in my life.
Right.
So like dealing with the schizophrenia thing to keep my mind
Yeah.
from floating back over there.
Yeah.
Let me start writing the book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm writing this book
Right.
now. I'm jumping back. Let me start writing this movie. I'm writing
Right.
a gospel movie. Now I'm writing a TV show. Now I'm trying to do all this other stuff. I want to learn to do photography.
Right.
I'm trying to learn to do all this stuff to cope with my mind.
Mm-hmm.
In reality, I'm really draining myself out. So
Right.
I said, let me just take it slow. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I do have a DJ business, a cleaning business. So all these personalities that I'm living,
Right.
sometimes I get overwhelmed. So that's why I go pray about it. I try my best to give it to God to follow what He want me to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I try to take each part at one time because you don't want to get burnt out,
You don't.
overwhelmed.
You can't, and
So that's stressful.
it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. So
Hmm.
let's jump into it with you being visually impaired. How has that, taken over? How has that affected you, and how have you navigated through life with that, and the music and everything else with that?
So the one thing is that affects me. I
Mm,
want to drive legally.
yeah,
Like
and you can.
I can, I'm very independent. No matter how much Uber costs, I will handle my business.
Right.
I will not sit and mope around and wait for somebody, come do it for me.
Right.
So, like stuff at work, I can't read it. I ask a coworker to read it, or sometimes I take a picture on my phone and my phone will read it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Sometimes in public, I do use a cane sometimes, but with my wife with me,
Right.
we walk beside each other, but sometimes I do have it like in the mall or Walmart because man, I got bad anxiety and
Mm-hmm.
I can't see what's coming.
Right.
It looked like it's a lot just moving at one time,
Yeah,
too many
it's a
people,
lot.
but it's not really a lot. But
Mhm.
like hearing the voices from the schizophrenia, the PTSD, all these things in my mind. Coping, I'm dealing with this at one time in the store, so like being visually impaired, it can be hard sometimes. You want to be in activity. Um, I force myself to be in certain activities to try it out,
Right.
then I shorten myself. Right. I know what God can do. I know what He can do, but I still try to, entertain in activities like with my niece. I try to play Roblox with her, or if we like get outside and play ball, kickball or something. I try to intune, but I try not to let the visual impairment stop me. Right. But I use the services that's out there to help me. To just try to figure it out on my own. Right. Right. I try to use the resources and services that they have. It can get hard sometimes. I have my days. Yeah. I believe it. That's good. Because when we always around each other, you be. That's why I always say, like, when I used to get on stage and perform, or like this right here, it, I'm coping. And then after I leave here or leave off stage, right, I'm back in reality now. Right. Dealing with what I was dealing with. Right. So yeah, stuff like this I cope with to get me through what I want to go through. But in reality, I'm back to dealing with the like mental, demonic spirits. I'm fighting, but in reality, I'm supposed to be fighting all that by myself. I gotta give it to God. Yes, you do. It just sometimes it can get overwhelming, and I fall back from the world. People don't hear from me for a minute because I'm still trying to get it together. But right, right. I'm glad that people give me time and understanding when I disappear and come back. Yeah. Listen, everything takes time. It takes time. Thank you for sharing that. That's deep. So you do music. Oh yeah. Okay. You mentioned you create music by ear. I do. The screen, enlargement, different things like that. What's the process like? Ah. So when I'm in the studio, if I'm DJing, right. I have an artist. I was like, nah, do the beat this way. I can show you how to do the beat. I don't make beats, but I do produce as a DJ. Okay. But I don't make the actual beat. Right. So I use my ear like I'm like, no, the bass is too hard. The highs are too high. You might want to change the melody of it. Right. So like when I'm DJing, I'll zoom in on the screen because I don't want my screen reading out loud in the speakers of what I'm doing. So right. I enlarge it so my screen won't interact with the music that's playing. Right, right. So yeah, I help people like make beats. I don't make them, but I can tell you how to make it. DJing, I have courses where people can learn. When it comes to kids, I wouldn't charge no kid to learn the DJ. Cause that's something I like doing. Right. I used to love doing it. Right. Like things that I used to like doing, like DJing, it's a job now. And then when it become a job, I start hating it. Like music, I start getting paid off of it. I don't know, it sounds weird, but I started hating it more or disliking it because now it's a job. Okay. So now I can't really have fun like I used to when it was a hobby. Okay. But you're making money, right? I mean, it's making money. Balancing all that though. How? Okay. Him, the Lord. I don't know how to have time to do this. To be a husband, to be an artist, to be a DJ, everything. Producer, writer, family man. Go work a 9 to 5. Take time to go on social media to see what's going on. Right. Read the Bible. Talk to my church friends. I have so many lives going on. I know God let me balance it. The old me would have been stressed out and worse. So I learned to, cope with it and pray about it. So not get overwhelmed, too overwhelmed. Gotta have it. Trying to be like you. Trying to be like this strong woman. She's stronger than me. Listen, hey, it's prayer every day for me. Ah. Listen, let's talk about this spiritual warfare because it's a real thing. It's real. It's real. What's that? What does that look like for you every day in life? Spiritual warfare. So sometimes we in the physical world, the world right now. But when you got a spiritual attachment with God, even if I can't see well enough, I still see spiritually. So I see things that some other people can't see.
Right, right.
So my book, I'm gonna break it down real quickly. So basically, I was living in a home. We bought a home, and didn't know it was demons in that house. So I started determining demons when I started feeling things, and I was like, wait a minute, now we having problems in the house, stuff just going downhill,
Right.
and you start seeing like signs in there. So I started praying and praying. Like the more I started praying and getting in the word, I'm able to discern what it is. So it's a lot of stuff start happening there. Almost could have had a marriage that didn't start yet. Right. So it almost caused us to get married. Um, the situation with the realtor and the closing attorney, a lot of stuff just started happening with that house. Some of it I started having like I started idolizing things that I shouldn't idolize, like a balloon, a bear. So it was a demon inside that bear. Like that, like you can ask next time with I guess with my wife if we do one together to talk about it. It was the bear we had named Mr. Snuggles and Valentine. Right. And that bear face changed by itself. It expression. I know sometimes when you look at pictures, you have illusions when you're looking at that picture, and it look like it moving. Yeah. That bear face literally changed. One day he got a frown. The next day he got like a big old smile. And I'm like, something ain't going right here. So my brain got too attached to the bear that they thought it was a baby. So now that's the demon in there and making me idolize. So she was like, she didn't want to be a part of that. Right. But she went along because she was my girlfriend at the time. So the one day, Valentine is the white bear, Snuggles is the brown. She made she didn't lie, but she made a joke about Mr. Snuggles doing something, and when she like hit that bear, that the white bear face looked like a demon. Like she pet Snuggles and she looked at Valley, and Valley had a demonic like expression on its face. She had to tell you on the next one.
Did you see it?
Yes, she will too. Yeah, she'll tell you next time off air or maybe on air. Yeah, yeah. She'll tell you because like when she pat that bear face looked like a demon, real vicious. And then some days it'll be smiling. Oh no. Yeah.
So how did y'all overcome all that? Being girlfriend and boyfriend, about to walk into a marriage. You understand what I'm saying? How all did you do?
I want to thank God, thank the Lord Jesus, I thank the Spirit for letting. I used to pray for her to know the Lord much as I do. So she started getting in her word, and something said, it's time to let go. If you keep idolizing things, you're gonna burn with it in a lake of fire. So I took those bears out there, and yeah, I got emotional too. But I was ready to make everything right with me and her and God as well. So I went out there to the burn pit. I got some lighter fluid. She was looking at me from the bedroom out the window. I put Snuggles in there 1st. We literally dressed those bears. I dressed those bears up.
They were real.
We literally had a birthday party. Don't think I'm crazy, y'all. This is a spiritual world. This is anything can happen.
That's true.
We literally bought birthday hats and all for those bears. And I was like, it's time to let it go. I started loving them bears. I said, it's time to let it go. I poured a lighter fluid, got a lighter. I got a video on my phone right now. And I set the bears on fire. And I'm like, it's time to let go. Because at this point, I can't take it with me when I leave this world. So I try not to idolize stuff. Because once you idolize it, it's your guide now. So it was so hard to let go of those, the bears. She was like, you need to let those bears go. You getting attached to those bears. They're your promise and action. You worshiping them. So I said, all right, I'm going to let it go then. So I let it go. The life started getting better. And when the devil see things moving right, he gonna start making stuff happen. So stuff at the house started going wrong, scams, all that stuff started happening, you know, stuff started going downhill.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the devil was big mad.
Yeah.
He was big mad, eh?
We're doing, God's work. You want to
Mm-hmm.
see that?
He ain't like that. Oh well. So how does prayer and scripture impact your music and in your life? Everything. I'm talking about today.
Yeah. So from dealing with schizophrenia, the PTSD,
Mm-hmm.
all these personalities,
Mm-hmm.
when I go to God, I go to God as me, not all the other people,
Exactly.
because some other things ain't of me.
No.
So I started praying, and I said, let me scoot back a little. So before I started praying too hard, I started praying a little by little. So I had a hard drive with over maybe 400,000 secular songs
Mm-hmm.
from DJing. So I said, this time it was hard to let my hard drive go with all that cursing music
Right.
on it,
Right.
and I used to like one of those script club types and all that,
Right.
and
Right.
all that type of music. Yeah, I like listening to Young Boy, Little Baby, and all of them. But I said, so now when they rapping about what they going on, the energy and spirit on you now, what they going through. So now that's why
Exactly. Not
all
your
yeah,
mind.
I be cluttered.
Yeah.
So it took me about a year to delete all that stuff. So thank God for the prayer and the scripture. My wife played gospel music. I was like, wait a minute, who is that dude? He sound like Chris Brown music.
Mm-hmm.
It was Jordan Orange Grove.
Yes.
So I said, let me check out Jordan. Let me check out Pastor Mike Jr. music that she
Mm-hmm.
bumping.
Right.
I said, they got music like Young Boy them,
Right.
but they doing it in
Right.
the God with. So I said, let me start getting to that.
Right.
So I started making gospel music that sound like trap music, but speaking on God and speaking of things that He would want me to speak on and having
Mm-hmm.
fun.
Yes.
That's the type of music I'm making for the youth. And I got a song called Spiritual Warfare on my album. It's out now, H1M on Apple Music. And it talk about like a lot of stuff that I'm going through,
Mm-hmm.
but in a way where you can have a good time and you might not catch on.
Exactly.
So it's so differently.
Love that though.
Hmm.
I experienced the hands on when you brought the DJ equipment out while we were hanging out. I love it. You know what I'm saying? I just love it. And real quick, let's get into this book. Is it okay if we talk about the book that's coming out?
Yeah.
Let's talk about this book. And you can give little snippets of it. You don't want to give it away. Let's
Yeah.
talk about it. The title alone.
30 voices, 30, 19.
19.
30 voices, 30 days, 3019.
That's something.
So the book 3019 is based off a little what I was just telling y'all,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm basically telling people how to deal with spiritual, how to discern spiritual, how to work together as a married couple, how to discern things that is not of God, how to deal with realtors who are scammers, and how to deal with closing attorneys, how to not bring everybody to your house because you don't know what type of energy they bring with them. So we used to have too many parties, and we don't let witches in the house. People who we know who are witches, but they're like friends. But we didn't cut them off because they're a witch. But God removed them. He knew we shouldn't have people
Certain
around
people,
us
yeah.
that
Yeah.
yeah. But I didn't judge them. That's not my place.
Yeah.
But the book shows you how to discern a lot of stuff like that. It
Mm-hmm.
shows you how to not idolize, how to see what I can. So my whole experience helps y'all not to fall in what I fell in from like music
Mm-hmm.
to idolizing material to like I used to bash my wife, not physically but verbally, but those words do hurt. I used to call her all kind of stuff, and that was like 2025. Wait, 2024. I'm sorry. So 2024. That's when a lot started happening with that house.
Mm.
So I used to bash my wife, call her all kind of names, And I said, I'm a husband, I'm supposed to be doing all that.
Right.
So I just call her everything in the book. I didn't add it all in the book, but I added things that I said in the book. Um, it's just a lot of stuff that occurred during that time. I was frustrated. Um, the mortgage it just started going up.
Right.
I couldn't control it.
Right.
Um, she was fighting financially, and at the point we had to realize why should we fight if we got God? He the provider. So we shouldn't be worrying if bills get paid. Hey, that's how I look at it today. If just live because you're not promised tomorrow to pay for no bill. If you can't pay it today, put what you can. Right. Just do what you can because why stress and then you get sick and not able to provide. So live every day like it's your last, but continue trusting God and the Lord. That's the only way I got through that. To put it in the book. I didn't want to put it in, but I felt like I need like I had things that I coped to like music and writing. Right. I put it in the book. I never thought about writing a book in my life, but I felt like this it'd be an open door to help somebody else who's struggling spiritually and emotionally and suicidal. I don't know if I can mention that word. I can't mention that word.
Yes. I mean, because it's real talk, real life, real conversations, and it needs to be talked about. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, she the one said it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So, one part in the book, I could have used certain words, but I used depart from the world. It was one day I was in the house, um, and I was so stressed out. The demons was it was so overwhelming. And I told her, I said, I'm about ready to go home. She like, what? You at home? And I said, nah, I'm at the other home. But I'm only gonna go there to that home, if I, commit suicide. So I FaceTime her on my phone, the same phone. I FaceTime her, but I prayed on this phone after everything. So after I FaceTime her, I waved at her. I told her bye, and I guess she noticed something wrong, and that's when I started pulling the belt. Yeah. And I wrapped it around, and right when I was gonna step off the side, she walked in, and when I dropped, she caught me. So you know, sometimes even if you feel like you're going through a lot of stuff at the time, somebody by your side, keep people like that by your side because
Yes.
if God can't, I mean, God is there, but if you're not want him, I mean, if he's not on the time that you want him to be on, he got somebody there. He's really holding you at that time until he finish, and then you be prepared for what he got for you. So
Yes.
suicide is very high rate these days.
Yes, it is. It is.
But I learned to cope with things to keep me from doing it because when we went to the cabin, I wanted to go. It was a high deck by 50 feet in the air. I think the deck maybe 40. I wanted to, jump off. Yeah. I wanted to go hang myself in the woods. This like 2024. All of this started happening. And then I think I tried the shower part in 2025. Well, all might have been in 24. So I tried to commit suicide numerous times. Um, Years ago, I had a high, suicide rate of myself. I tried to commit suicide, been in centers, but I had to change my whole mindset. I was like, if I'm trying to influence kids nowadays,
Right.
I can't be acting like that. Can't gonna make them weak, make them think it's okay.
So we're going through all that, right? If this is too personal, you don't have to say anything. What you going through suicide? Did you call somebody? Did you end up calling the numbers? Because there's a lot of numbers out there and people out there that can help with suicide prevention. You understand?
Yeah, I think I had a therapist at the time. 2025. I went to a therapist about it, and the first thing I said, anything I say, can you use it against me?
Right.
If she would have said yeah, I wouldn't have told her nothing.
Right. Right.
But I was able to open up
Okay.
and talk to her about it.
Good.
But before then, like dealing with all that, I didn't really trust nobody.
Absolutely.
But I talked to my niece about it, who is, in marriage, my wife's niece. And I talked to her about, anything. at that time I couldn't talk to my wife about nothing.
Right.
But it was weird that I can go to her niece and talk about it.
Right.
And
Right.
I don't really believe in zodiacs, but um at that time we was strong in it. So I
Mm-hmm.
was a Sagittarius and she's a Sagittarius and we were
Mm-hmm.
just alike.
Okay.
And we went through the same stuff and we talked about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And
So somebody who understood what you were going through. That's why you couldn't really talk to your wife because
yeah,
she didn't go through what you went
exactly.
through.
Was currently in the field of I guess sociology or
Mm-hmm.
becoming a social worker.
Okay.
So I don't know how all that worked out in the time, but she was going in that field. Why I didn't know until after I was
Ain't
telling
that
her.
something?
Suicide is not the key.
It
It's
isn't.
not it. It's it's people's minds are weak nowadays. So I wouldn't advise you to try to commit suicide or
Talk to somebody. Get
yeah
some help, please.
yeah
Guys, talk to somebody. Okay?
that's the
I
best
know
thing.
it's easier said than done, but at least try.
Get a therapist.
Yes.
I'm at the age. I was stubborn 3 years ago. You don't need to know my age, but I'm young. Um, Sometimes you just gotta put that pride down. Trust God first,
Mm-hmm.
and He'll move you. Get a therapist because you go there, let
Yes.
everything out. They can't say nothing.
No. HIPAA.
They don't know who. I mean, even though you don't know if they know who you know,
Mm-hmm.
in my brain, let me tell you, I don't care who you tell after in there because it can't get back to me.
Mm-hmm.
But if I tell a family member or a friend, it's gonna get all
That's
and come
on
back to
yeah,
me.
and that's on you. Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's why I try to be careful. Um, if I have a problem, I disappear and talk about it
Right.
or work it out with
That's
God, you know.
mm-hmm.
But that's how I cope with life. Prayer, find someone you're close to, talk to,
Mm-hmm.
um, find music or something to get through anything. Just do what makes you happy, but not up and down. Cause you ain't gonna get nowhere like I was. Trust me. I almost got killed doing music, working with the wrong people. So just be mindful who you have around you, what you deal with, and what you carry. Cause stuff follows.
Thank you, Jay.
Anytime.
I really appreciate you for sharing this. A lot of people don't want to talk about what they're going through because so many folks out here are so judgmental.
Yeah.
And it's not fair. It's not right. It's not fair. So I wanted to create this safe space,
Yep.
you know, make you feel comfortable. You can talk about it or you don't have to talk about it. If you just want to sit here, we're going to sit here.
Right.
You understand?
There.
It is what it
Yeah.
is.
This is my therapy right now.
It's okay.
You know?
Look, and I appreciate you for sharing that with, me and the world.
Oh yeah, anytime.
I appreciate that because there's somebody out there who needed to hear this. There's somebody out there who's probably going through the same thing you went through and not understanding it.
Exactly.
You understand? So I appreciate you for that, guys. Oh my goodness. Johnny Rocket in the building. You got any shows coming up?
I got a lot of things coming up. This is my business card. Can you see it?
They probably can. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, when you go to my Instagram, it's J for Johnny, O for Oscar, H for Honor, N for Nigeria, Y for Your, R for Rhode Island, O for October, C for Covington, K for Kentucky, the number 3, the letter T for Tennessee, 1. That's my Instagram. All platforms.
Yes.
Follow me, and you'll get updates. You'll see my flyers. You'll see the show, clips from the show with Miss Cynthia, the realest. God put me in her life for a reason,
Listen,
and He
yes.
put her in mine for a reason.
Yes. And I
Yeah.
love you and your wife so
Yeah.
much.
I love you too.
I do. Like y'all are so amazing. Like really so amazing. Y'all have been there. Oh man. I'm not even gonna start. That's a whole nother conversation for another day. I appreciate you for coming. I appreciate you for sharing your story. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna get the flyer out to everybody so y'all can see what dates he have coming up with performances, everything like that. We are celebrating 4 years, guys, of Let's Talk About It 803. And because of you, I'm still going. And because of God, I'm still going. So I appreciate everything, the support, the love, the everything, And right now we're doing 30 voices in 30 days, guys. So it's no stopping for the whole month of April. And also, we are representing Autism Awareness. Okay, listen.
That's fine.
Blue.
Blue.
Well, it's different colors, it's just different colors, but
Yeah.
it's we're representing. We're celebrating these babies, the people with autism. So
they're strong people, but the world and the system make them seem like they weak people.
yeah, and I
But in
don't
reality,
like that.
they're really strong
They
people.
are strong and smart, and I love it. I have a 10-year-old son who was diagnosed with autism at the age of 2 or 3. Can't quite remember, but and he's such a sweetheart. He's oh my good. He's a blessing.
Oh, yeah.
So guys, I'm not even gonna go into that because that's a whole other story for another time. So guys, I want to say thank you, Johnny. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you so much. Next time we're gonna have some music. We're just gonna be chilling and everything else vibing out. So guys, thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned. Listen, this is day 3.
Let's
Peace.
come on the show. We got stuff. We're running people. We got a kid. We got everything. We got life. We got prayer. I'm gonna give you something. Johnny Rocket, we lit. Your own Johnny Rocket merch.
Thank you. Oh, and how did we not talk about the clothing line, the merch, the everything? Why? Why? What happened? Listen, listen. I love it. Thank you
You want
so much. Listen, y'all want y'all's? How they gonna get this?
my email number for booking? Just let me know.
I love it. Thank you so much. We'll see
Anytime.
you soon, guys.